Hi, I'm Emma Fabiano, and today I'll show you first aid bandaging techniques for bandaging the bottom of your horse's hoof, specifically for hoof abscesses. These are the ingredients you'll need. Some sort of container to soak your horse's hoof. Most people use a feed pan. But if your horse is uncomfortable with standing in a feed pan, you could use this boot. This is the brand Hoof Wraps. You basically just put this on your horse's hoof, fasten it around, pour your liquid in, and the horse can just stand there in its stall on the cross sides with the boot on. Epsom salt, any sort of drawing salve, duct tape, iodine. We put ours in an eyedropper because it just makes it easier. Vet wrap, gloves, scissors, poultice pads, diaper, and a towel. Hoof abscesses are very common. They mostly occur during the wet season when the horse's hooves are very soft. Bacteria can easily get trapped between the sensitive laminae and the hoof wall. The bacteria will create pus, and that will cause a pressure buildup in the hoof that's painful, and that's where the lameness comes in. The first sign of a hoof abscess is typically lameness, and that can develop just overnight. You'll want to call out your vet immediately so they can check it out just in case it's something more severe. In the case that it is a hoof abscess, they'll test pressure in each part of the hoof and on the coronary band to try to locate the exact location of the abscess. In most cases, if the abscess hasn't already started draining by itself, they'll make a small hole so the draining can begin. After that, they'll give you a treatment plan that usually involves bandaging. Unfortunately, we have a lot of experience with hoof abscesses with one of our horses. Each time, our vet, Dr. John Behrens, has done an excellent job at diagnosing and giving us an effective and manageable treatment plan. Today, I'll be showing you what bandaging techniques we've learned, because I understand that it can be very difficult to hold together bandaging that's on the bottom of a horse's hoof that's constantly moving. The first step is you're going to want to take some warm water, your Epsom salt, cover the bottom of the feed pan with water just enough to submerge the hoof abscess, and then mix in about a cup of Epsom salt. Once you have your horse's mixture together, you're going to want to try to manipulate their body to get them to step into the pan and hold it there for about 10 to 15 minutes. Here you go. Good girl. Once you're all done soaking the hoof, you're going to want to just pat it dry to clean the area before you start the bandaging. I leave the towel down so it makes it easier. We're putting iodine down so we don't get iodine on our floor. Alright, the next step is you're going to take a little bit of iodine in an eyedropper. And you're going to lift up their hoof. Let's just say the abscess is right there. You're just going to drop some iodine into the infected area. Maybe let it settle to the best you can. And drop it back down onto the towel. Alright, next, you're going to want to soak your poultice pad, get it wet. I used a smaller piece of a much bigger piece just for the logistics of resources. And then you're going to take your drawing salve and you're just going to get a clump of that. Again, you're probably going to use a little bit more than this. Put it on your poultice pad. And then you're going to pick up your horse's hoof. And you're going to hold it against the infected area while you put your vet wrap on. You're going to want to wrap it around the top of the hoof like this. So you have it right here, and then bring it around the top and pull it down to the bottom. That way it's secure on multiple sides, and you're going to want to end it up near the top here. So you can let her take it back down. You're going to bring it around to the front. You're gonna wanna make sure it's not too tight around the coronary band so you're not restricting any movement. And then I would end it about right there. It's much easier if you have somebody helping you to hand you materials, stuff like that, so you can get the process done a lot easier. All right, and this is the first layer of your bandage. All right, next you're gonna take your diaper. You're gonna lift up your horse's hoof. And you're gonna be careful of your hands. Just try to set the horse's hoof into the diaper. You're gonna take the straps of the diaper and just fasten it up like you would with an actual diaper. This helps hold everything in place and help keeps the extra moisture out. Next, you're gonna take your handy duct tape and you're gonna secure all of the looser parts of your bandage. When you're putting the duct tape on, you're gonna wanna be very careful that none of it touches up against the actual hair of your horse because that might pull or cause a contact rash. Now I come back with the vet wrap and just secure everything up once again. There you go. Then you're going to want to start at the top and wrap it on multiple angles. That way it doesn't slip or slide off. Bring it around the back, over to the front again, where you'll end it right there. This is about what your final product will look like. If it's in the wet season where there's a lot of mud, you're gonna wanna cover basically the entire surface of your bandage with duct tape for helping with waterproofing. Also, if possible, try to stall your horse a little bit more, just until the fluids are drawn out a little bit to stop from extra bacteria getting in. Thanks for watching.